stuff. So we wanted some learning to happen. A better solution to static table is a dynamic table that maps addresses to ports automatically. To make a table dynamic, we need a switch that gradually learns from the frame's movement. To do this, the switch inspects both the destination and the source addresses in each frame that passes through the switch. The destination address is used for the forwarding decision, that is table lookup. The source address is used for adding entries to the table and for updating purposes. So if you see, the original table contains nothing, address and a port, and these are various devices and the switches available here. And after A sends a frame to D, it is received at switch, and the switch does not know what is the address of D, but it stores the address of A. The address of A is stored, and it also knows that it is from the port 1. So here afterwards, if somebody sends data to this address, it will be sent through port 1. Fine. Then after D is sending a frame to B, so that data comes to switch. Switch does not have any information about B, right? So it broadcasts anyway. At the initial stages, it broadcasts it to everybody, and only the intended recipients saves it, others discard it. So in the same way, it stores the information of D and broadcasts it to everybody. And after that, the table becomes two line. And now after B sends a frame to A, so while sending, it goes to switch. It the switch identifies that it is address of A, so it sends that frame to A through port 1. But before doing that, it knows that there is some new address B. That address is stored here and it is available at port 2. So that is also being used for learning in the table. And finally, after C sends a frame to D, C is sending to D. So when C is going and checking, so D is available there. So it goes to Google Meet, and there it connects with D, where it connects with port number 4, which connects to our D. So this is what is called learning. So source and the destination is known here. So this is what the switch says. I just received a frame and the source address is this one. So I don't know, so I'm going to flood it in all ports. So the frame is, the address data is sent. It is not sent to the source port again. So this is called a learning. And there's one problem with the learning switch, that is loop problem. So transparent switches work fine as long as there are no redundant switches in the system. But system administrators, however, like to have redundant switches, more than one switch between a pair of lines, to make the system more reliable. If a switch fails, another switch takes over until the failed one is repaired or replaced. Redundancy can create loops in the system, which is very undesirable. Loops can be created only when two or more broadcasting LANs, those using hubs for example, are connected by more than one switch. So the figure showed a simple example of loop created in a system with two LANs connected by switches. Station A sends a frame to station D. The tables of both switches are empty, so both forward the frame and update their tables based on the source address A. Then now there are two copies of the frame at on LAN 2. The copy sent by the left switch is received by the right switch. which does not have any information about the destination D. It forwards the frame. The copy sent out by the right switch is received by the left switch and is sent out for lack of information about D. Okay. And note that each frame is handled separately because switches use CSMA CD. The tables of both switches are updated, but still no information for destination D. Now there are two copies of each frame on LAN 1. Step 2 is repeated and both copies are sent to LAN 2. The process continues on and on. Note that switches are more switches. Note that switches are also repeaters and regenerate frames. So in each iteration, there are newly generated fresh copies of the frames. So this what is the loop problem even in learning bridge. So when more than one bridge is connected. So in case of AD coming to it, it does not have the details of D. So it broadcasts that one and it reaches here where in LAN 2 all the devices get it. So the same information is obtained by both. Then again, when in case if it sends some acknowledgement or something, it goes from the bottommost LAN 2 to LAN 1. So there are two copies being created on LAN 1 goes to which goes on which goes like broadcasting to all the devices connected. So again, two copies of the frame gets transmitted on